last night, hey, it'd be nice to get off to a hot start. You guys scored 11 in the first 4 innings, and that was probably the difference today.
Yeah, step one were some adjustments we said we need to make. Step two was announcing the starting pitcher, and that was the first start of the year for Tilly. And it seemed like that's what the team wanted, because I'm looking to get that fast start. I'm looking for what that team really wants, and I guess he probably pitched about as many pitches as he has all year. At least covered almost half of the game with the 4 innings there. But offensively, we did talk about trying to promote a fast start is getting the leadoff man on, and I thought that was a difference. That was our calling card. And first inning, I think Rembert got on as a leadoff guy, and we scored 2 runs. The second inning, Ballou was the leadoff man on. We had the sac fly by Fabian, 2-run homer by Rembert, and then McMurray was huge today. He had the 3-run homer. And then the fourth inning, we got the leadoff man on. That was Irish, and still had the 2 RBI single there. So 11 of our 14 runs were built around that leadoff man. It's nice when you say something and see it come play out the ball game. I compliment Mississippi State because those guys, they swung it last weekend. We knew they were coming in, just absolutely had power. The extra base hits, how every series they've just slugged it more than who they've played. They absolutely did that. So you can't say, hey, let's go score double digits, but we kind of had to. That's how they're swinging the baseball bats. And we get 14 runs today. Parker Carlson's been out for weeks, and eased him back in for a couple of outs last week, and he gave us 2 critical innings. Their home runs were solos today, thankfully. And then Carson Myers takes the ball for the 3rd time this week and finds the finish line for us. So the last asterisk in my head is it's the worst personally I felt physically under the weather here in my 10 years. And I give our coaches and our players a ton of credit. They just absolutely, I missed a lot of the game today, trying to recover from something, and how they just absolutely took everything that we talked about and filled in a lot of gaps when I couldn't be around pre-game and stuff like that. Just did a great job. Proud of the ball club.
I think Eric was 3 for 4 today, and I think he's had a hit in every game this week. Just seems like he's really picking up at the plate. Just what have you kind of seen from him of late?
Yeah, I'm glad you picked it up, and all those hits and the home run and getting 3 hits today. But not every third baseman's going to make the couple of plays he made today too. And if he can start swinging the bat, and he can, he absolutely can do what he's done. None of it surprises me. It really started yesterday, the day before, with he had like a 2-strike, and he just barely got a ball to the 4-hole the other way. If he can start having some at-bats like that, and then the home run, and then the 3 hits today, but that defensive work, he has a chance to be I call it an all-around player, because when you can play offense and defense, man, you got a complete guy. And a coach wants as many of those on the field at one time as you can get. So, great job, Barry.
Yeah.
Similarly, Rembert had the home run today. He was 4 for 4, got on base 5 times on Friday. What have you seen from him this series and just throughout his season as a freshman?
Was a star. Was slow for a little bit last couple of days at Texas, but man, he's just one of our best athletes, best players. He gives you, the other thing to watch for him is every time he puts the ball in play, how he runs home to first. He just don't give it away. He just absolutely gives you a hard 90 every time. And he's so skilled. I love these young players. Freilich showed a little power this weekend. These guys keep playing and continue to be a huge part of it. And Chris plays hard each and every day. And I think he's growing defensively too. I was just bragging on Eric, but starting to show some range and going and getting the baseball. Even those pop-ups, you're like, man, those things are going to be over there. He has good straightaway speed, and it feels like his comfort and gamesmanship is coming defensively, just like he's been consistent offensively.
Right.
Butch, I know they're all important, but this one felt like it was a big game for you guys at home, trying to win a series. How would you sort of describe it?
Yeah, just trying to stay in the moment. But now that we've closed the chapter on this, I think me and the players know that 2 of our last 3 weekends are on the road. We'll be on the road all next week. What we can claim today is we got to 30 wins. I think our strength of schedule and RPI and all those things that everybody thinks about is going to be in great shape by going on the road, playing 2 really good ball clubs. It's just important at home to keep winning series. So thankful for that. Great bounce back. That's where we need to stay focused on today. And and getting to 11 SEC wins. I think that's huge. So getting to 11 and knowing you got 3 weekends to go, I just think everything matters. But today it was just kind of responding. We executed at a low level, an entry level to the Southeastern Conference yesterday on the mound. We know it. But what's great about this game is you get a chance to come right back the next day. And that's what the guys did today. And just all the way around, they were just engaged. And so I'm thankful for that. But we're building our resume, and that helps. But we know these next 3 weeks are going to be a challenge. We got to keep playing great baseball. SEC, it's easy to lose. It's hard to win. You have to do things to win. It's pretty easy to go out there and lose a ball game in this league. It's hard to win. And I thought we were interested in doing a lot of hard things well today.
You mentioned Carson. Well, you mentioned bounce back, and you also mentioned Carson shutting the door for you guys today. I know he kind of got tacked on Friday, but for him to come out and shut the door today and flush what happened Friday, I mean, just what does that say about him?
Yeah, he's been consistent. He wanted to throw the 9th inning the other night, or he wanted to come in and stay in there for the 8th. I think we brought Hetzler in there, so I don't think it fazed him. And what we needed there, the reason why he went back out for the 9th today is because we thought he'd shut the strike zone, not just create offense for the other team. But like I said, I'll tip my hat to Mississippi State. That's as offensive feeling a team from standing there watching as we've seen all season. You must get ahead. You can't give in. They don't want to walk. You got to work to walk those guys. They were interested in hitting. Got a ton of power, and that's a couple of things. Myers is perfect for those guys because they're going to get their swing off, but he's going to stay on the strike zone. I think after the home run, he went right to a 0-2 count, and that's what we needed there. Carson's one of our most trusted guys, but his strikes to walk out, or strikeouts to walks, and what he gives us. So we're riding with Carson Myers.
Thank you, Coach.